it's Hayden here for Play Music, and welcome to another Licks and Tips column. This month we're going to be continuing where we left off last month, so if you haven't watched the first video on economy picking, it might be worth going and doing that just to make sure you got some of the basics down. This month we're going to take that technique and use it to navigate from the low E to the high E in the form of a run. This run will consist of odd and even note groupings, 5 notes and 8 notes, and use strict economy picking. Now obviously you can use this technique with any scale or any run that you like, but today I'm going to use it with the E minor scale. However, we are going to start the E minor on the D. Anyway, let's take a look at the scale itself. It's a familiar box pattern using 3 notes per string. We're going to start at the 10th fret on the low E string, which is a D. Then the 12th fret of the low E string, which is an E. Then the 14th fret, which is our F sharp. Then we're going to move to the 10th fret of the A string, which is our G. The 12th fret, which is our A. The 14th fret, which is our B. Then we're going to go to the 10th fret of the D string, which gives us our C. The 12th fret, which is our D. And the 14th fret, which is back to E. And to continue that up, we'll move to the 11th fret on the G string. The 12th fret. The 14th fret of the G. Then up to the 12th fret on the B. The 13th fret on the B, the 15th fret on the B, the 12th fret on the E, the 14th fret on the E, and then we'll bend up to the 15th. So the scale would be nice and simple. Now obviously you'll be familiar that it's alternate picking on each string, but you make sure you're moving in the direction you're heading when you change strings. So if we're going from E to A, it will be one continuous downstroke. So the first part of this run is going to be the 5 note grouping, and that's going to be the 10th fret on the low E, the 12th, the 14th, then the 10th fret on the A, and then the 12th on the A. And we're going to pick it as follows: down, up, down, down, up. Now remember to keep that nice and smooth when you're changing between strings. And as ever, start slow, build up the speed gradually. Now for the second part of this, we're going to move to an 8 note grouping from that 5 note. This is figure 2 in the column. So we're going to have that initial 5 note group, and then go back to the start and then do 8 notes. Put them together and we have this. Again, using that strict economy picking between strings. Like before, build up that speed slowly and make sure it's nice and fluid. For figure 3, we're going to take that 5 note, 8 note pair and repeat it all the way through the scale. And how you do it is you'd start with the low E, do your 5 note, then 8 note run. Then you'd start on the A string doing the same thing. Then the D string, etc., etc., until you reach. So it's always ascending, going back one, ascending, going back one, ascending, going back one. Let's play the whole thing through one time slow. And then just a little bit quicker. Now obviously you want to build up the speed kind of gradually, make sure you got it smooth. But there will come a time when you're playing it really quite quickly. And one of the things that can get in the way is that when you're playing something slowly, you can think of each individual pick strike and how you're approaching it. But when you're playing it quite quick, you have to kind of trust your right hand and recognize perhaps groups of notes you're playing rather than each individual pick strike, because it's just too quick to think about. And a lot of that will come from developing that, muscle memory as you're playing. Another part is reaching that barrier where you do feel confident in kind of letting your hands get on with it a little bit, which leaves you free to think about the concept of what you're doing and the musicality of what you're doing or anything like that, while your body can get on with the mechanics of it. As ever, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please make sure you let us know how you're getting on. And don't forget, if you want the tab and the full column, do visit www.playmusicpickup.co.uk and check out our free online digital magazine where there's this column, reviews, competitions, all manner of stuff for you to look at. Thanks very much, and please check it next month for another Licks and Tips. Bye-bye.